Shimon, I feel like yeah, it's a great fight. It's two guys that are at a point in their career where they're ready to go to to take the next step. So I feel like it's the perfect fight. It's the perfect fight for me.
Christopher DeSantiago with MMA Islands. Today I'm interviewing Sam Kilmer, a 23-year-old prospect fighting for the title, the welterweight title in the main event of UFC 100 on Sunday. Sam, how's it going today, man?
Good. It's going great, man.
Awesome, man. Well, we're a few days out from your next fight. You called your shot at the title. You got it. How happy are you to be in this position?
I'm super excited, man. I pretty much just envisioned being in this position for a long time. So it's, everything that I wanted.
Did you see yourself fighting on a stage like this at 23? Like, obviously, other careers could be like, you get to this point at 26, 27. Did you see yourself like this at 23?
You never know how things are gonna go. So yeah, I guess probably like around this time, my first title fight. I fought for like amateur titles, but it was not like a pro title fight. So this is definitely my first pro title. Yeah.
What's the mentality like a few days out from the fight? Is there anything different than like another fight on the regional scene?
Not really anything different. Yeah, it's the same thing, it's just another fight. So it's no different, the preparation or any of that.
Hmm. You fought like top level competition on the regional scene. Like you fought Manchir Kira, Issac Moreno, undefeated, Cody Steele, he signed to UFC. Josh Quinlan was signed to UFC. How does your next opponent, Shimon Smotritsky, compare to the guys that you have already fought before?
Shimon, I feel like yeah, it's a great fight. It's two guys that are at a point in their career where they're ready to go to take the next step. So I feel like it's the perfect fight. It's the perfect fight for me. That's the reason why the promotion made the fight between us, is because I think we're around like the same age, so it's like, it's the fight to be made. So that, yeah.
How do you reflect on your 2024 back-to-back wins? And I believe you became a dad, right?
Yeah, I'm a father now. So it's been
Congratulations, man.
awesome being a new dad. Yeah.
Do you feel like being a father kind of changed the way you fight or the way that you look at fighting?
I think it just definitely makes you more dedicated. You're a little more locked in. Being a dad is like, it's just like, you got more responsibility, and I have like a family now to take care of, so that changes things. Yeah.
Hmm. And I guess going back to your next opponent, he's fought on Contender Series before. I believe he's undefeated outside of that show. I guess when you do your scouting report on him, what do you look out for when it comes to him?
Um, I feel like yeah, he's a good striker. He's got some okay grappling, and yeah, it's a good fight for me. Um, he's pretty like well-rounded everywhere, and it's gonna be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
How do you feel like with your experience? You fought the best guys on the regional scene. How do you think facing those kinds of guys early in your career is going to help you progress when you get to your 30s?
It's definitely helped a lot fighting, tougher guys early on, because I've always had that mentality where I'm willing to fight anyone, doesn't matter who it is, anytime, anywhere, Now I'm starting to, I still am willing to step in there and fight anyone, but much more like, I'm much more locked in when it comes to like preparation. And I understand it's like you need like a more of a fight, like an 8 week fight camp, and you want to have everything in order, before you go in there. I used to take fights, and it's worked out for me a lot before too, where I would take fights like 2 weeks notice, 3 weeks notice. So it's like now kind of just a little more dialed in, I guess. And yeah, every fight that I've had, every fight that I've been in has made me better, has made me better. So I'm grateful for fighting, tougher competition early on.
Hmm. And with two wins in a row, like what do you attribute that momentum to? Is that just the preparation, the work that you've been doing in the gym, or is it something else entirely?
I would say definitely just skill set wise, I've gotten better. I've expanded, using more things, everywhere, grappling, striking, like I've gotten better. Yeah, preparation wise too, but mainly, skill wise, I've gotten better as a fighter.
Hmm. And it's always good to take things like one day at a time, but have you thought about the implications of a victory on Sunday? When Fury FC 100, have you thought about what that might lead into?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that one of those fights where it's like all eyes on you, the main event, Fury 100, like couldn't ask for a better fight. I'm so excited, man. So, like I said, I've envisioned this, and I know that Fury sees me. They see that I'm willing to, step in there and fight anyone, and it's kind of like they're giving me they're giving me my opportunity to, to prove that I'm one of the best in the world.
Do you see yourself defending the belt a few times, or do you feel like it might be your ticket into the big show?
Um, we'll see. I definitely have some. I have one fight that I want to go after. I would like to fight Isaac Moreno again, possibly, and possibly in inferior. Who knows? Maybe even in the UFC. But if one thing's for sure, I win Sunday night, he's next.
Awesome, man. Great to hear. And I got to ask you, what's going to be your walkout song on Sunday night?
I go with Chief Keef, my baby. That's
Nice,
my.
man. Nice.
It's a good walkout song. I basically use it for most of my recent fights. So yeah, that's what I go with.
Very cool. What music kind of keeps you going throughout fight weeks like this, where you're cutting weight, you have to stay motivated? What music kind of keeps you going?
Uh, I guess like country music sometimes, like when I'm like cutting weight, if I'm like calming down, and yeah, like sometimes I listen to like hardcore music, like more, rap if it's like I'm doing a workout or I'm getting ready to spar or something like that. Yeah. I
Awesome, man.
try not
And you're,
to music like too much anymore actually. I kind
oh,
of like,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah, because sometimes if I'll go on like a car ride to training or sparring, and then if I listen to music for like some of the car rides I make, like I drive up to one of my gyms, or my main gym actually, Crazy 88, and it's like a sometimes it could be like an hour long drive. So if I'm listening to music for a whole hour straight, I'll be sparring and it'll just be playing in my head while I'm like trying to trying to think while I'm working. I'll just hear the music. So I'll listen to podcasts now, a little
Oh, well, I
more.
think that's all the questions I had for you, Sam. I just want to thank you again for the time and to make time out of your fight week to talk to me about. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans out there watching?
I just want to thank my sponsors, Level Up Grappling Podcast. I'm going to be on with them after the fight. RXR3 Recovery Lounge and S&M Printing.